Yes, sir. I told this guy early on that I could get to him.
I can be really loud.
But if I could,
Kind of a mix.
sir, before you answer the question, if anybody does have questions, as these people and these people here, if you want to come and up to the mic here, it might make things easier. There's another mic over there, there's one in the middle and one
I guess we're
here.
doing it a different way tonight. Sorry about that. Well, as long as the mics are set up, let's do that. But I called this gentleman, so let's go with that.
All right. This past week has demonstrated that the game is not being played the way it's been played for the last couple hundred years.
Yeah.
And we got a letter from Senator Reid talking about his votes, and he said basically, as a point of respect to the president, you vote to approve these people whether you agree with them or not. And this was the gist that I took from the letter. And my concern is this. Trying to agree with, trying to get quid pro quo from this executive is not going to produce the results that you want. What you're talking about, bringing a bill into the Senate to oppose his thing, is more in line.
Yeah.
The next step is to put barriers in the way to find those policies that can be leadership modes. But I feel, and I know that many other people feel, that approving most of the people that he's put up, voting yes, whether you win or not, losing a vote makes no difference. Making a vote for any of these nominees and having them approved mixes the message that you're trying to get clearer.
Yeah.
So by voting against, if you disagree with this candidate, vote against it. Don't try to always, even though you will lose.
You are entitled to an explanation of why I have voted for some of the defense nominees. And I will concede right off the bat that I may have been wrong. This is not one of those areas where I think it's black and white. But here's my concern, and it was probably best highlighted in testimony in the Armed Services Committee, testimony by a Republican witness, not a witness the Democrats called, a Republican witness who had been an official in the George W. Bush administration, okay? So this is a former Bush official, Republican called witness, testifying in the Armed Services Committee. And he said, we need General Mattis in place to protect against, and here is his words exactly, wildly stupid, dangerous, and illegal decisions by the Trump White House. So I felt, and like I said, you're welcome to disagree with me, I may have been wrong about this, but I felt that it was important to get people into positions to form basically a cordon of maturity, of people who had experience in these areas around the White House in this very dangerous opening period when you could get some really bad decisions out of them. I mean, if you think this executive order is bad, the place where a president has the least control from Congress and from the judicial branch is with respect to the military. And if he were to decide to launch missiles, if he were to decide to send bombers, if he were to decide to do some of the things that would fall into that category of wildly stupid, dangerous, and illegal, we really don't have much in the way of recourse. And so my thought was, it's like break glass in emergency and get some people in who will be a check on them. They are not people that I would ordinarily vote for. They are not people who I would want in a policy or political position. But I do think that having that cordon around the White House with respect to that is important. So that's my, on the other ones, I think that we're going to be fighting on all that stuff. That's policy stuff. They can come after us on climate change. It's different when the president alone can send a missile.